Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Muphidaht and today we have a surprise guest. I know you guys have been dying for a collab and it's finally here. I'm so excited. Okay, so today I'm gonna be leaving my channel to be taken over by Rosina Sharon, and she's an amazing YouTuber. I know how you guys love beginner friendly videos and she's the queen of beginner friendly videos. So I literally can't wait for you guys to see. So she's gonna be doing a tutorial with you guys. She's gonna take you guys through an amazing look, of course. So if you want to see how this video goes down, carry on watching and let's get right into it. Welcome, Rosina. Okay,
finally,
yes,
finally, I'm here. I am here. Let me tell you, I pressured this girl to bring me. Can you imagine?
No.
I didn't pressure.
No, guys, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true, guys. It's literally an honor to meet you, and I'm so excited that I'm taking over my channel today. So yeah, I'm so happy. So you guys, stay tuned. Do not click out yet. Watch this video. And I'm going to leave all Rosina's details down below. She's like the queen of beginner videos. I know you guys are literally suckers for those videos. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys now. I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Enjoy!
Hi guys, so I'll be taking over Muphidaht. I am so excited to be on this channel, and today I'll be teaching you how to do a full face makeup as a beginner. So let's just jump straight into it. So we're going to start off with the eyebrows. Start off by brushing your eyebrow up using a spoolie first, and then make sure the eyebrow area is very dry before you start lining. And to line today we're using the Davis number 3 eye pencil. For beginners, please avoid using black eye pencil. A dark brown shade would be perfect for you. So where to start lining? Just at the edge of your nose. Is it the edge of the corner? Yeah, as I am pointing there. Do the first dot. The second dot should be where your eyebrows are naturally curved. Yeah, on the inside, not the lower side of it. Okay, so you avoid making your eyebrow look thick. Make sure it is on the inside of that curve. And then around the outer corner, give it this angle, the one I'm showing you right now. And then that is going to give you a guideline on how you're going, when to stop lining, so you don't overline or underline. And then after that, just follow the 3 dots and make sure you use very little force while you're doing this, so you avoid creating a very thick line. And make sure your eye pencil is sharp enough as you do this. And when it comes to lining the upper side, level it with a spoolie. Do not brush your eyebrows down, just level it, so it gives you a guideline on where exactly to line. You will follow that line when you're lining the upper side, so you don't end up drawing a very thick line. So where to place your dot? Just before the curve on the lower side, that is where you place the dot, so it gives you a guideline on where exactly to start curving, going down to join the lower side. So when it comes to lining the upper side, again, leave a bit of space around the inner corner. Do not start lining straight from the inner corner, and then just join the two. So when it comes to filling in, I am going to use the Maybelline Brow False Scalp Mascara. Here it's a very good product. It's a gel, waterproof, and it's going to make your eyebrows intact the whole time. So we're going to start off by filling in around the outer corner, and then around the inner corner we brush it up so the eyebrows are more visible around the inner corner. And then after you use this product, you don't have to use anything else to fill in, because we want our natural eyebrows to be visible after we're done. And some of us don't have hair around the inner corner, so that is why we're going to draw hair-like structures using a very sharp eye pencil around the inner corner. So after that, we are going to clean using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. This is a concealer 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. So use a concealer 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. And then after that, use a very angled brush to clean. Do not dip the brush onto the product. It's going to leave a residue on top of the brush. You don't want that. So apply the product side to side on both sides of the brush. So the product is more on the side than it is on the tip of the brush. And then again, to clean, do not start right from the inner corner. Just before the curve, that is where you start cleaning, and then clean it outwards and drag your concealer down as you go. And around the inner corner, use the concealer, the product that is remaining on the brush. For beginners, you can use a foundation for this side. And for me personally, I don't clean the upper side. If you must clean, use a foundation that matches your skin tone. For me, I just use a cleaner brush. You can clean the brush and then just level the eyebrow. So moving on to eyeshadow, we're going to start off by setting the eyelids. We're going to use the P. Louise eyeshadow base. So start off from the lower lid going up. So more of the product is concentrated on the lower lid, and then it just blends into the concealer around the upper lid. You can use a round fluffy brush or your finger to blend this one out. Then for beginners, in every eyeshadow palette there is a matte shade, which is just powdery, as you can see here, and a shimmery shade, which is more shinier. The shiny shades are normally shimmery shades, and then the powdery shades are matte shades. So we always start with the transition for eyeshadow. So where to place your first transition? Place your first dot just the edge of your upper lash line, and then the second dot just below the curve of your eyebrow, and then the third dot just before the inner corner. The 3 dots should give you a guideline on where to place your first transition. So starting from the outer corner, going towards the inner corner, focusing mostly on the upper lid. So after you have placed the 3 dots, you can just join them using a round fluffy brush. Make sure it's a small round fluffy brush. You can tap, 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 or use a circular motions and very little force. Just join the 3 dots from the outer corner going towards the inner corner, concentrating mostly on the upper lid. Okay, and then after that we're going to blend in the first transition, and to blend that in we're going to use an earth tone eyeshadow. By earth tone I mean the reds, the orange, the yellow, and the browns. Those are the earth tones, the safest shades to play with when it comes to blending in the first transition. And then to blend that in, I use a round fluffy brush again. I use a circular motions of very little force from the outer corner going towards the inner corner. All transitioning shades should always be matte, remember that. And then after that, we're just going to blend in the crease region. We're not going to add product around this area, just blend it in. And your crease region should at least go to 3/4 of the eye, not half, at least 3/4, okay? So the next eyeshadow palette we're going to use is Essentials, and we're going to use the shade Wild, is it Wild Orchid? Yeah, to place around the crease region. So that is what we're going to use around the crease region, and this is a bit shimmery, so all the shimmery shade should go around the crease region. Matte shade for transition, shimmery shades for crease region, sorry. And then after that we're moving on to eyeliner. We're going to use a Sharon gel eyeliner. So on the outer corner where your upper lash line stops, that is where you start lining, going up in an outwards angle, okay? And then after that, to connect it down, connect that line from the middle. Do not start from the upper side of the line, just from the middle going down, and then fill it in. So it should be more of a thick line on the outer corner, and then it goes very thin around the inner corner. And after that, you can just do mascara and you're good to go. So moving on to the face, we're using the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. This is mostly recommended for dry skin like mine. It maintains the moisture in your skin. A few drops on the face, and then massage the product into the skin and allow it to set first before you move on. So serum should always come first before anything else. Allow it to set before we move on to moisturizer. Look at the way it is making my skin glow, like naturally. Love this product for dry skin. So next we're moving on to CeraVe AM moisturizer. This is for moisturizing. It has SPF 30. Is it 30 or 35? Very good for your skin as well. Then this one I'm just going to tap it in, and then again allow it to set first before you move on to primer. And then after that we're going to prime our face using the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. And for primer, place it around the areas where you concentrate it mostly on the areas where you produce oil the most, and then you tap it in. For primer, do not drag, do not massage, tap it in so it is absorbed into the skin. For skin prep, it is serum, sunscreen, moisturizer, then primer, in that order. And then after that, now we move on to foundation. We're using the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation in Warm Coconut. And to apply this, you're going to use a damp beauty blender. Make sure you squeeze out the excess water in the beauty blender first before you start applying the foundation. And then I'll make sure you do not use too much product. A little product goes a very long way, especially for foundation and concealers. Okay? For the application, tap it in, okay, and avoid placing fresh product around the corners of your nose and your under eye. You can use the product remaining on the beauty blender after you're done blending, because those areas are very sensitive and they provide oil the most on your face. So avoid using fresh product around those areas. And then when it comes to blending the forehead, start just above the eyebrows going up, so you avoid using too much product around the hairline. So after you're done blending is when you can use the product remaining on the brush around the corner of your nose. And please remember to blend in your neck as well. So after foundation is when we're moving on to highlighting, and we're using the very same concealer we used to line our eyebrows, Illegal Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. This is a concealer 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. For highlighting, a concealer 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. Starting from the under eye, just place the product on the inner corner and outer corner and then blend it in immediately. For beginners, this is a technique I would recommend for you, because concealers dry out very, very quickly. So if you're not very quick to blend, you might come back and the concealer has already started drying and it will leave a bit of patches on your face, and you don't want that. So start off from the under eye and then you can move on to the bridge of your nose. Again, blend it in immediately, so unless it blends in fast before you move on. You can highlight your forehead as well. Highlight more if you have a smaller forehead, less if you have a bigger forehead. I normally do not pay much attention to highlighting the forehead. I just use the product remaining on the beauty blender for that. And then after that, we're going to set in the areas where we highlighted. For me, I prefer using the Maybelline Fit Me finishing powder. This is 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, so that is what I use to set nowadays. You can as well use a setting powder if that is what you prefer. So use the side of the beauty blender that already had concealer on it, because it already has product. It grabs onto the setting powder more, or the finishing powder more. So that is the side you should use. And just tap the beauty blender onto the product. Do not drag it on the finishing powder. And then press the product into your skin. Press it in. Press as you tap. Press as you tap. And you will realize it gives you a very, very smooth finish. Let me tell you, a skin-like finish, and that is what I always go for. Skin-like finish. I don't like residues on my face, to be honest. And that is the product you're going to use around the corners of your nose as well. Make sure you blend that area in as well with the finishing powder. And look at that. You can't even tell there is product on top of that. Can you imagine? That is why I prefer. So make sure you set all the areas you highlighted using the concealer. So if you did your forehead, make sure you do that. If you did around your lips, make sure you set around your lips as well. So after we are done with that is when now we're going to contour. And we're going to contour the higher points of our cheekbones, the higher points, and blend it up. Do not blend it down. Blend it going up, and use a very fluffy brush for this. Okay, start off by using a very not a very dark shade, then you can darken it later on, because contours can be very tricky. If you use a very dark shade, it is going to show, and we don't want any harsh lines on our faces. And make sure you contour your forehead as well, starting from the hairline going down. And then when it comes to contouring the nose, just below the eyebrow, place your 2 first lines like the way I have instructed above, and then draw the line going down. At least it has given you a guideline on where exactly to draw going down, and make sure the space between these 2 lines is symmetrical from up going down. So when it comes to blending, use a cleaner brush to blend that in, so you avoid having harsh lines around your nose contour. And then on the upper side you blend it into the eyeshadow, on the lower side you just blend it down. And then after that we're just going to use a cream eyeliner on our under eye, and we're going to place it on the waterline. We're not going to drag it down, just on the waterline. On the waterline alone. Please do not drag it down, because we want it to flatter our eyes. We want our eyes to look flattering. That is what I meant. And then after that we're going to use the Zirkel Blush and Contour palette. And for our skin tones, the melanated queens, as with melanin, blush, use a blush that has a red undertone, please. It works like magic for our skin tones. So anything with a red undertone. Then after that I'll just do a finishing powder on the areas I did not, apply powder on. And then after we're done, we're just going to set using the e.l.f. hydrating setting spray. This is a dewy setting spray. Again, don't put it too close to your face, give it a bit of distance before you start spraying. And then after that we're moving on to highlighter. We're going to use the Juvia's Loose highlighter. It's an amazing highlighter, and we're only going to apply that on the tip of the nose. The highlighter trend has died all of a sudden. Nobody wants to do highlighter anymore, but we're just going to apply that on the tip of the nose. And for this, do it side to side. It is more flattering when you do that. And then after that we're going to lip line using the Davis No. 1 lip liner. And for starters I just do my lips like that, and then I draw an X-like figure on the Cupid's bow, so it gives a guideline on how to lip line the upper lip. Then just follow the shape of my lip to lip line. And then after we're done lip lining, make sure you blend the lip liner in first before you move on to lipstick. Blend it in. Then after that we're going to use the Lorac glossy nude lip. And I normally love leaving the upper side of my lip darker. That is just my preference. You do not have to do that. And yeah, that would be it from me today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed watching this tutorial. I hope you have learned something from this tutorial. And yeah, this is the final look. Let us know in the comment section what you think about it. And yeah, thank you so much, and thank you Muphidaht for allowing me to be on this channel today. It has been a pleasure having you. So I'm going to leave you guys with Muphidaht next. Thank you.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to say a big thank you to Rosina for honoring this channel, for showing up. She came all the way to Ghana, and I'm so freaking happy that we made this happen. It was so hard because traffic and life and just so many things just kept coming in the way, and I'm really happy that we got to do this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Everything about Rosina will be listed down below in the description box as usual. She has amazing content on Instagram, and of course you guys know on YouTube she's the queen of beginner friendly videos. Do go ahead and subscribe to her channel. I also have a video on the channel, so if you want to see that as well, I will link that below. You guys should subscribe to her channel. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up. I'll see you guys in my next one. Take care, guys.